Okay. All right. So I think everybody on here knows me, but if not, my name is Melissa, and I am sharing my story along with some health info tonight from Sharon, Doug, and Bridget. And we're here to talk about wellness and how one simple change can be the catalyst to your optimal health. So I'm excited to share what I've been up to and for you to hear from some of my friends and mentors who are really my beacons of light in this adventure of health that I'm on. So you've been invited because I love you and I respect you, and I wanted to share with you what I'm doing in stolen moments. Maybe this is why I can tell Aaron why I wake up at 5 a.m. some mornings, or I'm working late at night. So this will be relaxed and fun. We'll be sharing some stories and info, and I hope you enjoyed listening, and maybe you'll even hear something you can take with you and share with your friends and family. So I'm very grateful you took the time to tune in. I know everybody has a busy schedule. So like I said, we're recording this. We'll shut it off at the end. Anybody can feel free to ask questions. And a little bit about me, which you may or may not know. I already kind of said I'm a pharmacist. Currently work full-time at Lehigh Valley Hospital in ambulatory care, where I mentioned Laura holds my hand every day and helps me figure out what the heck I'm doing. So throughout my career, I began to feel like I was meant for something more. I've always enjoyed being a pharmacist. I've always loved helping people. I love helping cats. A lot of people on here are my cat people. And I began to see how I could help people prevent disease rather than treating disease with tons of prescription medications. So I'm a big believer in that small changes can lead to big results. So what I'd like to do is help people replace unfavorable habits with simple changes to attain confidence and balance in their lives. I began with the Juice Plus company just as a customer when we started going through IVF treatments. And I don't often tell this part of the story. I recently just shared it in our customer group in December, because it was a time when I really felt alone and unsupported. And it was really when I started to feel that the healthcare industry was not supporting me. And all of the other women, it was just a strange experience walking into this doctor's office and nobody would look at each other. Everybody was going through the same thing and nobody would look at each other, as if we were all ashamed to be there. And why I don't share this story is I started taking the fruit and veggie capsules, trying to be healthier. And, we both took them. And I was so worried about spending money, even though we spent tons and tons and tons of money on acupuncture, Chinese herbs, root vegetable juices that I'm sure the kids can still smell, trips to New Jersey back and forth, surgeries, injections, tons and tons of stuff. And I was worried about paying for these little fruit and veggie capsules. So I took one capsule of each. You're supposed to take 2. And for pregnancy, you're supposed to take 4. So for those of you that don't know, I don't have a baby to show for it. So I always felt like I was a cheater saying, hey, take this great thing, but it didn't work for me. But then I through a lot of support and help and guidance, I realized there's a bigger picture. Science, my body, God's mission is bigger than what that was. So I started as a customer, and then I soon started in as a partnership then. And was my partnership fills me with pride and purpose. And I saw myself growing professionally, spiritually, and mentally. And at first I didn't realize why this mission was so important. And like I said, I was embarrassed to share it. But then I realized the more people I link arms with, I could exponentially help people grow healthier. And I can't imagine my life without these people, my friends, all of my friends and family who are on this call, and then my friends and family in the Juice Plus world. I feel like finally in my 40s, I found my people. And I'm so very grateful for them. So I'm going to hand it over to my friend Bridget, who's going to share her story a little bit about Juice Plus and her healthy mission. And then we'll go from there.
Right. Hi. My name is Bridget Graham, and I'm so happy that that Melissa found her people, and I'm one of them because she is so much fun to be around. And I don't have to tell all of you; you all know her. But she's like, she's spunky and she's funny and she's tons of fun. And she's very much, she keeps me on task all the time. She's like, what are we doing next? Who are we helping next? What event can we do next? So I just love working with her, not to mention she is so dedicated and driven and smart. So I'm so happy that I'm one of your people. And I feel like I've known you forever, but it's only been a few years. So anyway, I met Melissa through her sister Jen a couple years ago. And it was through a Juice Plus event that we were attending. And I have been with the Juice Plus company a number of years now, but years ago, I had 3 little girls who were, in diapers, and one was in elementary school. And we were just struggling in and out of the doctor's office. My 3 girls and myself constantly, somebody was sick in my house all the time. And we were on like regular rotation at the pediatrician and at the pharmacy, and it was exhausting. But that had been my life growing up too. As a child and into my adult years, I was always sick. And medicine was my go-to all the time. And it was a challenge. And then as my girls came along, I didn't want that for them. It was so exhausting. And holidays would roll around and I would worry who was going to be sick for the holidays, and it just wasn't a lot of fun. And the funny thing was, I didn't really know much about nutrition at all. I never put together the link between what I was putting in my body as food and how we were feeling. And I thought, because I didn't buy juice for my kids and we only ate fast food like once a month, in my world, that was like we were healthy. I had no idea we were supposed to be eating all these fruits and vegetables. So I remember my sister-in-law reaching out to me and saying, this might help maybe. And I didn't know what I didn't know. So finally, I just was so frustrated and tired and exhausted. And I thought, what have I got to lose? Of course, I guess I could use more fruits and vegetables. So that's how I learned about what Melissa's talking about is Juice Plus. And it has made a world of difference in our lives. And not only are we healthier, and our pediatrician has told us she misses us, but my girls are much older now and they aren't as picky as their peers. They are more open to eating all kinds of foods. We're healthy. I don't have to get allergy shots anymore. We haven't been on antibiotics in ages. So it's made a world of difference for us. And the community that Melissa talks about is just amazing. And being able to have access to all that education that we get, on events just like this, but we do all kinds of events where we get to hear doctors and nurses and pharmacists talk about ways to be healthy with, whole food and nutrition. It's so valuable, and it's really opened my eyes, and we're so much healthier because of all of everything that we've learned. So it has been a lot of fun working with Melissa, and then sharing this with other moms of kids who are constantly in the pediatrician's office too, and friends who are just struggling with their health, or people that are healthy but know they just can't eat enough fruits and vegetables. So we've had a ton of fun doing this together. So I'm excited, and I'm going to turn it back over to Melissa.
Oh, thank you so much, Bridget. You're so kind. And yeah, it's funny. You just feel like you've known people forever. And funny, she's from Bethlehem, so maybe we did. So I'll pass it back to Sharon to get us started on some quick slides. So she's going to start by talking about how transformation begins with whole food nutrition, focusing on increasing our intake of plant-based foods and small daily changes. I have loved getting to know Sharon and Doug. They're a power couple, if you didn't know. And they are some of my best friends, and Sharon and Doug are such mentors to my sister and I and our whole team. So I will pass it on to Sharon now.
Isn't Melissa such a delight? Oh my goodness. I am just loving this. I hope you guys are too. And just thank you for coming on. And to have Melissa in your life is to have a gem. So enjoy. She's really been learning a lot through our community. And you know, we are really all about education. And the education really starts with fruits and vegetables. So you're probably gonna hear a lot about fruits and vegetables from Melissa because they're powerful. And we learn a lot about why they're powerful. And so if you just look at these few, very few articles, one of them being the American Cancer Society poster, we like for you to have this in your brain when you're going to the store and you're like, okay, what should I be buying? Spend a lot of time in the produce area. And this wasn't anything I really learned till I was like in my 30s. I was a terrible eater, junk food eater, fast food, sugar. And I had the health to go along with it. Like Bridget, I just thought it was normal. I thought it was normal to be run down, to have a runny nose, Kleenex in my hand all the time, bumps on my arms and legs. And you know, you don't know better health till you have it. And it's like a subtle thing over time to increase your optimal health. So one of the ways is fruits and vegetables. And you can see it's also a way to help prevent disease. So we are all about fruits and vegetables and the fact that you need 7 as a child or 9 to 13 as an adult. We need a lot of fruits and vegetables and a variety. You see all those different colors on the poster, you know, all the colors do different things in your body. Time magazine many years ago said the news isn't that fruits and vegetables are good for you, it's that they're so good they could save your life. So you'll see sometimes people who are diagnosed with something and they start reading up or looking at, you know, how do you prevent or help a certain disease or disorder, and fruits and vegetables really is the foundation. So it's good to get excited about that and to make health your hobby. And one of the ways is to learn all this. So we like to share it. Multivitamins, you know, a lot of times people turn to multivitamins because they think, oh, what? I'm not eating healthy, right? And that was really the way to go for many years. And now there's a whole food supplement, which Melissa mentioned, Juice Plus. And so we're going to show you kind of the difference. So in the vitamin supplement, you get about 30 maybe vitamins and minerals combined in a multivitamin. But in an apple, this is one page of 25 of what's in an apple. So there's like 10,000 nutrients in an apple, 10,000 in kale, 10,000 in a peach, broccoli. Any fruit or vegetable has a lot of phytochemicals, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. And that's what really helps. You know, there's lots of little tiny elements that work together, like an orchestra. You wouldn't just want the clarinet or something, you know, you need all the different things. And so this is just so much more when you do have the whole food, and especially vine ripen, and especially all the different colors. And so one of the things that fruits and vegetables do for you is it helps protect this lady's skin, for one thing, right? So when we eat lots of fruits and vegetables, we're slowing down an oxidative process, which actually is leading to disease or earlier aging. So we're all oxidizing every day, but we need to have antioxidants, and that comes from fruits and vegetables. So if we don't, I learned this quote many years ago, it's like standing in front of an X-ray machine. I'm like, no one would sign up for that, right? We like to have that cover on us. We wish we could escape with the person who's going in the room behind us, you know, to not have the X-ray. But can you imagine every single day, if you don't have enough antioxidants, you're getting 10,000 oxidative hits on all your different cells. And we have trillions of cells. So we need to have that protection. Just like that apple down below, you know, if you put some lemon juice, which is an antioxidant, it stops that oxidative process from the apple browning or quote aging, right? So same concept. So oxidative stress and minerals, the difference between that, those are two major things besides the prevention of disease with fruits and vegetables. So we need so many every day. Also nowadays we need more because a lot of our produce is picked before nutrition fully develops, and it's transported many miles, you know, from where it actually grows. And so the other part is that we're not really eating enough servings every day. So that's why when my friend introduced me to this 23 years ago, I was like, sign me up, because I knew I was not healthy. I knew I wasn't eating a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, which really is the key, to have that wide variety. And she was so excited, and she was someone that I just knew a lot more than me. She was an aerobic instructor. Her family juiced because her mom had an autoimmune disorder. So this made total sense to her. And after I learned more, it made total sense to me too. And I later found out I was pregnant. So I was like, okay, I need to really look at the research, and found that the research was solid. So I felt very comfortable using it as a prenatal with my second baby. So if you just look at this, the fruit capsules, we also have it in gummy form, or chewable actually. It has acerola, cherry, apple, beet, peach, pineapple, lemon peel, cranberry, date, orange, mango, and prune. In the vegetable capsules, it has beet, broccoli, rice bran, cabbage, lemon peel, parsley, carrot, garlic, kale, spinach, tomato. I think I might have missed one. And then in the berry blend, artichoke, bilberry, blackberry, blackcurrant, cranberry, elderberry, blueberry, cocoa, Concord grape, pomegranate, and raspberry, which a lot of those you can't get year round. I know I look for Concord grapes about every time I go to the store. I can't get them. Anyway, so this is a way to get all that. And I've been consuming that for the last 23 years. And so have my kids. It really has helped to give me more vitality. It's helped my skin. It's helped so many things. I no longer have colds that turn into antibiotics, with hacking coughs, things like that. Really basically helps us to stay well. Here's a before and after picture for you guys. Just to cement for you, you just kind of look healthier when you're consuming a little bit healthier foods, right? So I was pretty inflamed in my first pregnancy, but by the time I was 40 and had my third child, I had made a lot of simple changes, which really is also what this community is all about. Lots of simple changes, easy changes, and it starts with those capsules or chewables. And so what makes Juice Plus unique? There's other products out there, right? So it's good to make a solid judgment on what should I do? I'm not eating enough fruits and vegetables. I'm not getting enough plants, maybe. I know for me, when I heard somebody speak many years ago, and she narrowed it down to eat more plants, drink more water. It was like, okay, we need to get so many plants in our diet all day. And this is a way to do that. And it's a food. So on our labels, you'll find a food label, because our ingredients is just food. Okay. And it's vegan, it's kosher, things like that. And so the other thing to look at when you look at our label compared to another one is we have a safety label. If you're going to consume something all the time, it's good to know that it doesn't have anything extra, or it has enough of what it says it has. So NSF certification is a not-for-profit agency that comes in and tests the batches and everything to make sure there's no contaminant, pesticides, banned substances, things like that. And Melissa, you might want to comment on that. If you want to, you can comment wherever you want. And then what we really love, I have a couple master's degrees, and what really helped me to talk to doctors or physicians, chiropractors or any type of medical professional is the fact that we have product specific brand named research on our products, clinical studies on people. Not on rats, not borrowed research from a berry somewhere else or anything like that. It's actually on our product. So I love that. We're going to go over that in just a minute. One of our products is the plant-based omegas. I told you about the micronutrients in the fruits, vegetables, and berries in the capsule form. We also have a plant-based omega that is not like other omegas out there. A lot of times we're just getting fish oil, right? But the fish are super healthy because they eat the algae that's in the water with them. So we went straight to the algae instead, and that makes it a vegan omega. And also because we use these other things like sea buckthorn berry, if you want to look that up, that's a pretty amazing, powerful berry that is in our omega. Things like that, you get the wide variety of good omegas for you. And what's great is it's cold pressed. It is not heated. They don't heat the outer capsule or anything. So it's pretty unique in how it's made. And then we have, so that was the micronutrients in the fruits, vegetables, berries, the good fat in the omegas, and then we have the shake. And you've probably seen Melissa post about the shake and also our yummy different treats that we make. We love this as a way to get more nutrition, more plants into our diet, and also good fiber. You know, you want to have fiber all day long, and this is a great way to have it. Not like Metamucil or something, but actually from food. So this is a way to get sprouts, quinoa, amaranth, pea protein, all these different things in a wonderful smoothie, chocolate or vanilla, and we have this every day. So you want to say anything about any of those, Melissa? What's your favorite?
I really love the shakes. I kind of avoided them for a while, and I have no good reason. And now I'm just hooked. And same, I have either a shake every day. Aaron and I love making overnight oats. That's what I posted today. And it just really keeps me full. I am a snacker. I want to eat 2 hours after every meal, which means basically you're not getting enough of the macronutrients, probably fiber and protein in that first meal. And this just really keeps me full. And the stabilization of your blood sugar is really, really good.
Yes. And for those people who have a sweet tooth, this satisfies my sweet tooth. I make treats. We have a whole cookbook. And I love that after I have it, I don't have that spike like if I had M&Ms, which is what I grew up on basically. But you know, it keeps my blood sugar stable to use this in some of our recipes and still meet my needs for chocolate, basically. I love the chocolate complete the most. We have a new smoothie in town, and actually it's a post-workout drink, which people are really excited about. It helps with recovery, helps with muscle growth, things like that. And it's plant-based. So, you know, sometimes that's very unusual to have a plant-based one, and it's 25 grams of plant-based protein. So people are loving this. If you're a workout person, if you're an older person who needs more protein, if you're a vegetarian, I mean, it's really great for everyone. My mother-in-law is totally hooked on this. She has it once or twice a day. So we use these as tools to get more plants in our diet every day, simply, you know, without having to gourmet cook, you know. All right, so I'm going to go to Melissa. She's going to tell us a little bit about the research. We've got the actual institutions, and then we'll go to the next slide.
So this is like what Sharon said, how I got hooked too. So being a pharmacist, you know, you're there for 5, 6, 7, who knows how many years now. And this is what we're learning: randomized studies, double blind, placebo controlled, tested on the product itself. So they actually, one of the best studies that my sister and I really like is, I won't say where it's from because I can't remember at the moment, but on heart health. And they actually took you take the actual products, and that's what you're doing the studies on. It's not on random strawberries or a blueberry that rolled down the street. It's on the actual product, on people. And the studies are ethical because of that, and they're published in peer-reviewed journals. And you can see these are big universities all over the world. And that's what solidifies it for me. I mean, you don't get that when you go buy a vitamin off the shelf in Walmart. You have no idea if it's certified, if it's gone through the FDA, how many times it's changed. And, you know, this I can guarantee, and it has the research behind it. So some of the things that the research has shown: contributes to cardiovascular wellness, supports healthy immune responses, quality of life, supports healthy cholesterol, LDL, and triglyceride metabolism, which we all need. A lot of your cholesterol and all that can be fixed from a healthy diet, and this just amps it up a step. Research has showed support for healthy lung function, healthy skin and gums, healthy immune system, and helps maintain healthy DNA, reduces oxidative stress. We talked about that in the beginning, kind of was like a browning apple or damage to your skin, and it's absorbed by your body. So it's bioavailable, meaning when you take it, it actually goes out into all the parts of your body and can work. So we love this quote from Dr. Richard Du Bois, who was an infectious disease physician. There is nothing else available any place in the world with or without a prescription that has been clinically proven to do what Juice Plus has been proven to do.
Great. Thank you, Melissa. And as a pharmacist, though, what does that mean to you? You know, all that research.
I think it's really, it's just one of the things that like, I just keep learning about. Like, it's just fascinating how much just simple whole foods can improve your well-being and can change your body for the better. And we don't think about it. We just assume we're supposed to feel bad, sleep bad, have a headache, have a stomach ache. And I just love what the research has shown, some of the things that can improve with good nutrition.
Thank you, Melissa. Okay, so this is the family health study. So those are actual, you know, double-blind, placebo-controlled crossover studies, gold standard. This is a population study that has been going on since I started, which was 23 years ago. So they've given millions of children free Juice Plus, and the adult who sponsors them fills out a survey. So what they're finding is, you know, just like our families, what we find is that everyone's eating more fruits and vegetables, because once you start consuming it through a capsule or chewable, then you now start craving it too. And they're consuming less fast food and soft drinks, and they're visiting the doctor less, and they're taking less over-the-counter and prescription drugs. So children aged 4 through 18 and also undergraduate college students can receive Juice Plus for free for, actually this is going to be for like 20 years. I forget, it's like 25 years. They're going to start giving Juice Plus to 4 to 25-year-olds, I think, free starting in May. But right now it's for 4 years. I mean, it'll all work out where it's like 25 years. So anyway, it's such a good deal. The company wants to make Juice Plus affordable and wants to really have the world healthier. They want to affect future generations. And if you're hearing someone who has a cold, that's the cat. I can't get away from that. I wish I could give them some Juice Plus, you know? So the next product that we wanted to share with you, because we are all about fruits and vegetables, and many times I did presentations and people are like, okay, so you just take some capsules, drink some shakes. No, we still want you to eat fruits and vegetables as much as you can, because more is better, more does matter. And so the company incorporated this, and my husband's gonna share this with you.
All right, hey guys. Well, the great thing is Juice Plus has all that research, and the thing it gives me is confidence, because you don't always know when you're taking a product, like, is it working? Like, what's really in it? What am I putting in my body? What's going to happen? And the thing about research is it's irrefutable what is going to happen. But the Tower Garden is a little easier. There is some research on it where it's a hydroponic, aeroponic growing system that was developed at the Epcot Center at Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. And the chief horticulturist there, Tim Blank, left, and he created a home version of this. And so it grows hydroponically. It grows up instead of to the side. So you're able to fit a lot of plants within just a 3-foot footprint. On the left there, you see the Tower Garden Home. It's designed for growing indoors. It has lights built in with wheels and everything. And on the right, you have the Tower Garden Flex, which is more of an outdoor unit. But of course, it could grow inside as well, because the lights will fit right on the top. But the research done at the University of Mississippi was showing that it used 98% less water, 90% less space. You get more yield from the plants, and it grows 3 times faster. Well, it's one thing to see it from, a promotional picture, but let me just put my screen share up there. Oh, Sharon, am I up there now? Yeah. So that's one of my Tower Gardens, and these are all lettuces. So I like to grow a lot of lettuce, because I don't know about you, but if you eat salads, I hate the way when you go to the store and the salad's like in those bags and stuff, and it gets kind of mushy on the bottom after a few days. Well, when you're growing salad at home like this, lettuce like this, you can literally just peel it off the back. You don't even have to kill the whole plant. You just take as many leaves as you want, and that lettuce keeps on growing. So it's pretty amazing. Let me show you a picture of my beautiful bride here. There she is. She's enjoying the Tower Garden. You can grow all different kinds of lettuce too, romaines and red leaf. And during COVID is when I really gave me something to do to just grow, grow, grow. So I had 4 going at one point, but look how much lettuce you can get on there. And then of course we grow other things like kale and viney plants and all kinds of things on there. You can grow anything that's not a tree or a root. So it's really cool to take control of your own food. And it's surprising how easy it is. I didn't realize you had that slide. Sorry, Sharon. It's surprising how easy it is to really do this. And they're going in schools, restaurants, you name it. I was just actually putting in a school quote form during the first part of this presentation for an elementary school in Alabama. So yeah, we love the Tower Garden. I know Melissa's a grower of that as well, but it's really super easy and convenient. It's definitely something to learn more about.
And I think I might have another picture of you. Oh yeah.
Oh, well, I am a shape guy. That's me. That's me at my worst on the left, and maybe me a little bit better on the right. But since then I've gotten even better. And through this community, I've learned so much. I mean, I've learned to how to eat. I've learned to use shakes and how to make them so they taste awesome. And I did have a little cardiac scare a couple of months ago, but you know what? Right when they sent me to cardiac rehab, I had to get a stent put in. It turns out that my family history, I couldn't just kind of make some little changes. It turns out I have to make more changes to outrun this heart disease thing. So I started taking my Juice Plus berry blend consistently every day, and also the Omega blends. And in addition, I've gone through the Dr. Dean Ornish cardiac rehab program, which I already knew who Dean Ornish was from being in this community. So it was kind of easy for me to make the changes. I've seen all my numbers go way down, and I'm doing really great. And I'm going to live for a really, she's got to stick with me for a long time now because I'm taking care of myself 100%. But of course, you didn't get to explain the cardiac study we have.
I can explain that.
I'm pretty sure Juice Plus saved my life, and you'll hear why when Sharon explains this.
Yeah, so the cardiac study, the one that Melissa loves, and we all love it because it's so real world, is when you eat a high fat meal, you actually are constricting your blood vessels by 40 to 60%, 4 to 6 hours. So it's a window. It's a whole window of 4 to 6 hours, 40 to 60% that your arteries actually are constricted. And so when we found out that Doug had been constricted, it really left no room for him, except that Juice Plus held some room for him, because what they found was at the University of Maryland study with the fruit, vegetable, and berry blend, it basically eliminated the detrimental effect of a high fat meal. And they compared it to placebo after 28 days, just 28 days of taking what was actually good for your body, good for the endothelial lining, because it has all the things that are necessary to make your endothelial lining elastic the way it's supposed to work. So the fruit, vegetable, berry blend in the Journal of American College of Cardiology said it basically eliminated that detrimental effect of the high fat meal. So even though Doug was consuming some high fat meals, he's really put in some changes lately. He was protected, which is really great. And we've talked about that study for years. And so now we've just kind of lived through it too. So thanks, Doug, for sharing that. Oops, I muted myself. Okay, so, we are going to eat some of the things on the left, right? I mean, they're hard to resist. But are we eating enough of the things that are on the right? Probably not. The statistic is like 2. People might eat 2 a day. Maybe they'll eat 3, but what is the average? And are you eating the dark, dense ones? So this is a way to bridge the gap and really to get more fruits and vegetables on a daily basis, because the habits you have, habits are everything. Habits are what's going to lead to optimal health. So if you have really good habits, that's what's going to lead to optimal health. If you have bad habits, then that's going to lead to other things. So we don't want that. And so Juice Plus is a way to help bridge that gap, to help give you those plants that are protective and help you recover and all those things that your body needs. And it's really not expensive. It's never been on the chopping block for us for the budget. It's $80 a month for a trio. You can get a child free. And so that helps make it affordable for families, but basically it's $2.67 a day. And we look at it as part of our grocery budget. It's the fruits and vegetables and berries that we're supposed to be buying and eating. And also the smoothie is $2.53 per serving. And that is actually one of the healthiest meals that you can have in a day. And then a lot of people love the idea of an omega. You could get omegas from other places as well, like grinding flaxseed, avocado, chia seed, different things like that. This is a way to get omega. You can also use it on your face for your own home facial, things like that. But all of it is just so much less expensive and a really simple yet very significant habit that will help to keep you well and be for less than the $4, yum yum that we might eat on a daily basis, not a daily basis, but often. Okay, so Melissa, you have any comments on that at all? Okay, she's probably
You're
trying.
muted.
I muted and unmuted at the same time.
I've done that.
I said, no, thank you. I think you covered everything. I will just say, I do
Okay.
love my tower. The one thing I've noticed, I'm a little mad at myself. So I have extension sets on my tower that makes it taller, which I think is not working with indoor growing because my lights aren't hitting everything. So if anybody saw on Facebook, Jennifer's basil plant that was like this big, like no lie, it was as big as her hand, and mine are like this big. So I think I need to adjust some of my things, but I love it. I love that the family goes in the dining room, rips off some lettuce, and we're good.
Great. Okay, thanks, Melissa. Well, I want to run through a couple more slides, and you guys I want you to know about the company that Melissa associates with, because you guys are her closest friends and family. And just to know, the mission of the company is to inspire healthy living around the world. So if you've learned a lot, I mean, we have events all the time where we learn a lot, and we help, through that learning, we make simple changes to our health and for the better. As you learn, because Melissa's learning and she's like your beacon of hope and education and all that, we want you to share with other people. Whether you join us, on the mission as a partner, or whether you're just, participating with Melissa and whatever she's doing or commenting, we want you to know that the company is not a fly-by-night company. It's been around for over 50 years. It's part of the wellness industry. We're in over 20 countries, and we're in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, and so we went over a lot of this thing. We are the largest selling nutritional product in a capsule of its kind, and we are the most researched brand name nutritional product in the world. And so Melissa said yes to this because it's easy. It's easy to share a brand name product. We have a tried and proven system of sharing. It's basically we share what the doctors say and what the research says. And so it's from consumer to consumer, which a lot of people are becoming affiliates nowadays because they believe in certain products. I know I can't stop talking about the Roomba or Siri, which isn't even a product. There's certain things that you just get really excited about. So we just share this as we live life. We share on social media, we share education, and lots of us are doing that anyway. When we see a good movie or we take a good trip or anything like that. So, you can share this with other people. You can be part of our community, and we just invite you to be part of it in any which way that you desire. And we have cookbooks, we have Facebook groups, things like that. And we're just so proud of our community because it really is very credible. And Melissa is a great asset to that. So I want to thank Melissa for having this tonight. And any last words before I turn off the recording? And then people can say, yay, Melissa, we're glad that you're doing this, or they could ask questions.
Nope, I have no less words. I'll just thank everybody again for coming, and you guys are too kind. And thank you for running through the presentation, Sharon.